Peace, family. So I'm back with another one, you know what I'm saying? So today what I wanted to do was touch base on the chosen ones and why your peers and family are not allowed to support you, and why they have to they're only allowed to do the bare minimum, which is operating at the lowest frequency possible. So unfortunately and fortunately for us, the chosens, you know what I'm saying, we have a lot of inner strength. We never have a hard time putting ourselves in vulnerable positions. You know, we give with a big open heart without expecting anything in return. We empathize with people extremely well on levels that people couldn't even fathom. But I realized just throughout time and throughout my ascension and growing that, and if you use your life experiences, it will help give you a better understanding as well too. So for me, recently I had one of my older siblings come back in the picture, and they reached out to me, but the way they had to do it, because they always been on the opposite end of the spectrum. So it would be, when I say opposite end of the spectrum, I'm speaking of far as like, okay, say I get a camera, you know what I'm saying, I want to start shooting videos, then they're gonna go get a camera and want to start shooting videos. My intentions are completely different than their intentions, you know what I'm saying? So that's what I mean by kind of opposite end of the spectrum. Same kind of cameras, different intentions. You know, one is to mimic the other one is to elevate. But as he came back into the picture, he had to triangulate a situation with one of my cousins or whatever to kind of get me on the phone, because he knew it would have been different and a little bit harder to access my energy just kind of calling me himself. It would have been less likely he'd have had a lower percentage of me answering the phone that way. Long story short, it was a little bit of communication in between there with all three of us. That one got off the phone, then me and this one started communicating, and there was never no acknowledgement of what the fuck I'm doing now or what's going on. And it started making me think back to a lot of previous experiences I had, and just being around other beings and them telling me their experiences as well. And it's kind of like, because of the agreements they sign with the opposition, you know, them demonic forces, it's almost like they aren't even allowed to discuss what you have going on to elevate you. It's like they have to minimize, if not give zero energy to what you have going on that's working or moving with the creator to raise this frequency or vibration. So it was like, to spend that many years with somebody, to have separation due to, you know, witchy shit in the middle, and then to have it come back and to be able to reflect back on the situation. I got a handful of other beings, and I'm pretty sure it's a lot of us out here that got other beings that want to get close to us or access us, but they only want our energy in the manner of how they want it, and then they don't want to help raise this frequency. So it's a constant distraction. So you're going to be constantly battling. So for me to be on the phone with one of my siblings for 15 to 30 minutes, just to range, there was no communication as far as progression or building. So anything not discussing what I have currently going on, and you're talking about what I had going on in the past. Oh, I started a web series, or oh, it was dope when I was doing this other music thing first, but that's not where I'm at now. I'm ascending, and I have ascended to a new position. So when we chosen, and you're constantly in a place to where you're fighting these little battles and these distractions to kind of keep moving and pushing through to your purpose and what we here to do, you know what I'm saying? We vessels for the creator. The same way the ops get used, we get used the same way, you know what I'm saying? So, and it goes as far as other beings that'll be around you too, or close, you know what I'm saying? A lot of us chosen ones, like, they come into our spaces and talk to us and distract us with a bunch of shit that has nothing to do with what we're doing or where we're going. So for somebody to call you and to entertain you for 30 minutes is nice every once in a blue moon, but if they're calling you 7 days out the week, every day, you know what I'm saying, and they're taking 30 to an hour out of your time to just entertain you, then it's a complete distraction. These beings know that we're on a mission. They know that we have something to do. So in order for me to think like them, if I'm communicating with a being that's chosen or that's operating in the highest frequency, and I'm not talking to them about what they have going on or where they're going or what they're doing, that means I know I'm distracting them. It's no other ifs, ands, or buts about it. We have to understand that we know that that they're distracting us. And that if I was in that position, I would have to know that I'm distracting them. Because I always put myself in other people's shoes. And most of us chosen ones are very good at putting ourselves in other people's shoes. We know how we would want to be treated. That's why we do a very good job at treating people how we want to be treated. Why it's easy for us to understand, hey, that behavior is not appropriate. When you operated how the chosen was, how we operate, we know somewhere deep down in our spirit realm that our information is coming from the Creator. We know that. That's why we're able to stand so strong and firm-minded. We're not just saying God or the God, you know what I'm saying? Because a lot of these demons do that shit too, you know what I'm saying? They just say God, but they don't specify. I know a lot of Christians, they say God, but they also specify too. You know, they say God or the Creator. They usually try to put two and two together, you know. So it's very distinctive to be able to distinguish the two. But it's always going to be these people and family members the same way. You know, you have, I isolated myself from a lot of the beings that was connected to me blood-wise, you know what I'm saying, just due to the fact that I was ascending and I knew that they was just pulling me backwards or trying to keep me stagnant. But when you in these spaces with these other beings, if they not giving you ideas and pushing you, we have to get to a better understanding of knowing that they're a distraction. Okay, boom, that's a distraction. I'm only allowed to give them 5 minutes of my day. You know what I'm saying? I'm only allowed to give them fucking 30% of my energy if I was giving them 50% of my energy or 10% of my energy. But we have to do a better job at minimizing and understanding that a lot of beings is vibrating at a different frequency than us, so they don't even understand or couldn't fathom our vision. A lot of people say your vision is your vision, it's nobody else's business or job to see it or blah 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 and all that other shit. But me being me, when I come across other chosen ones, I can see their vision as well too, and I put myself in that position to figure out how can I assist them. So when people say that, it's like a cop-out answer. You know what I'm saying? And it's like another manipulation tactic. It almost seemed like utter opposition. I don't have to know how to make jewelry to understand that this person right here is building an empire from healing and helping beings. You know what I'm saying? They have a way with this physical energy to connect it to our spiritual energy. It's a difference between that and just looking at something and being like, oh, well, yeah, that's a nice piece. That's your vision. I don't have anything to do with it. It's an easy cop-out. It's an easy fucking cop-out answer. And I know when I see other people and chosen ones moving in their light and doing what they do, it's easy for me to put myself in a position to see their vision. I can put myself, and most of us chosen ones can put ourselves in beings' position to see their vision so far to the point to where we know where it stops at. We know if it has a peak on it or if it's going to keep going or if you're just going to ascend all the way to the motherfucking roof. We know if it's going to go backwards or downward. But that's the thing. They allow these schooling systems to tell certain beings that, hey, you can go to school for psychology and get this indoctrination, and then that's what's going to put you in the space when we have beings out here that don't have to go to school. We already have this information within us. That's where they get these concepts from of doctors and psychiatrists and all these other fields that's going on. Even police. You have certain beings in the spirit realm that's here to police shit. You know what I'm saying? That's moving with the Creator, because you have other entities that's moving with the Creator that's here to build shit or here to plant shit. You know what I'm saying? They all have different purposes. And once we start getting to a space to where we understand, okay, my brother is distracting me. He just talking about some other shit. He know me my whole life. He know what I've been doing. Oh, that's my peer over there. They know what I've been doing. They see me my whole life. They know what I got going on. They still communicate and operate in the same way. I don't know how to get into their space because I don't see any growth in there. And then they're not trying to get in my space where we're growing at. So I have to limit the access that they have to me. You don't have to cut them completely off. Some beings I do cut completely off because it's a waste of energy and it's a waste of time. But you don't have to completely cut everybody or remove everybody from the picture that's maneuvering that light, because what's happening is the matrix is still up, so they're still out here, so we still have to maneuver with them. Some people are living in the space with them, you know what I'm saying? Some people are neighbors to them. The way this shit is set up, we just have to understand that it's a war going on out here, and yes, you are on your purpose, and yes, you are going to have a lot of distractions around you, people trying to pull you different ways. A lot of different technology entities will be messing up and distract you. It's going to be all kind of distractions coming your way. But that's part of the problem, and that's part of the solution. So what we have to do is stay focused the best way we can. You know what I'm saying? I ain't want to run it up too much. I just wanted to drop something down there for y'all. You know what I'm saying? Y'all tap into everything down below. Peace to the kings and queens.